Florida's taken its self out of the SEC Eastern Division race, already losing to Alabama, LSU, Kentucky, and of course, Georgia took care of Kentucky last week. So the Dogs would have to lose twice not to make the SEC championship game. Nobody sees that happening. Nobody really sees them losing one time. So this is more just about the rivalry and just getting better and beating another good team and just continuing on the path for Georgia.
I think Georgia needs to make a statement after getting beat by them the way that they did last year, getting hurt and having so many guys out going into the game, and Florida just deciding to bully up on the Dogs. I think Kirby Smart has a revenge. Circle this game, and then he had the South Carolina game circled from the last time they beat Georgia in Athens. And I don't see Georgia really, letting off the throttle until they absolutely have to. They're going to challenge Dan Mullen and make him actually coach, because he hasn't seen a defense like that. Because I keep saying because, but whatever. I think that Georgia's defensive front wasn't healthy last year, and Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts was able to do what they needed to. But no, I think Georgia's going to run the ball, control the line of scrimmage, and really embarrass the Gators and make sure that they know, like last year, you got lucky. And moving forward, unless you put together another squad with a guy like Kyle Trask who can command an offense, it's going to be pretty lopsided moving forward. And this recruiting is continuing to show that. There was a wide receiver decommitted, a player decommitted from Florida, and it was their top recruit in the 2022 class, and now all of a sudden he's trending to Georgia. So there's been some turmoil going on the Florida Gator forums and message boards and everything, and even the discussion of if Kirby is a better coach than Dan Mullen is finally kind of shifting, and more publications and more media people are being like, actually, Kirby is the better coach after seeing the last 7 weeks. So it's going to be a battle. I don't think Florida is going to come in and try to lay down or anything, but I just don't think that they have quite what it takes to beat a team like this. But we'll see. Any given day, I don't want to get my hopes up too much being a Dog fan, but at the same time, Kentucky did a great job of being able to hang in there and stuff, but after them being able to march down the field 11 and a half minutes in the fourth quarter and scoring to end the game, Kirby Smart's mad, and he's going to have that defense even more ready to go to shut down teams. So good luck, Florida.
Savannah Lee Richardson, Dawn of the Dog, catch her work right there covering Georgia football. So everything's just rolling. That's all there is to it. Everything's rolling. So I got to think that some Georgia fans are thinking this is the year. We are this good. We're playing better than anybody in the country. That's all there is to it. They are. There's not a debate right now. But at the same time, until they actually do it, we know who they're going to play in the SEC championship game. There's almost no doubt about that, too, that they're going to have to get it done, obviously, against a team that, we can go back to 2012, 2017, 2018. The history's there.
Oh, yeah. That's a matchup that Dog fans don't quite want to worry about yet. But I don't know if you saw the SEC short last week of Hope and all those guys, but Georgia fans need to hold off on getting too much hope yet. Just take each and every game by itself. And I've mentioned this in a few times in my articles. I feel like Georgia takes each game this season and treats it like its own national championship. And that may come off a little weird or whatever, but I think that's a great mindset to have instead of, looking ahead, focusing on other opponents and everything, but take each game like you're playing your last one. And so far it's paid off. And that's just how, I'm looking at it. And it's a good narrative to see, because as soon as they start looking ahead is when they start to struggle. I don't think Kirby Smart's even worried about Alabama right now. It's Florida, Tennessee, and then Georgia Tech. And I know there's a little cupcake game in there between, but I just think that, one game at a time. Georgia fans, don't start thinking too ahead. It's the outcome looks inevitable, but I've seen really good teams get beat when they shouldn't have gotten beat before, and so you just got to keep your head down and keep grinding. But Alabama's beatable too. We've seen them get beat by Texas A&M, and then you come back out and they're mad and they beat up on Mississippi State. And so Nick Saban will have them ready. But then again, as wild as this college football season has been, like Texas A&M could end up being in Atlanta, or another team could, who knows what's going to happen with the SEC West. Alabama should be in Atlanta come December, but we will see. And then even if Georgia does get beat by them, they'll meet again in the playoffs. So we could be seeing another 2017 situation outside of the SEC championship, but I'm excited. I really, really hope it is the year, but I'm trying to actually be really realistic about it. And, the injuries are piling up, and we're going to have to get some guys healthy to finish out this stretch for sure.